job. Up the spoke. Nope. Attaboy. That was a good try. You did it. Back up. So this is Gus. Gus is my gaited gelding. He's a Morgan. What I'm working on right now with him is I'm riding him bareback, obviously, and in a halter. And what I'm trying to help him with is finding his balance and his gait. So he has a tendency to want to take off trotting, which Morgans are trotters, but he's a gaited Morgan. So the reason I'm riding him bareback is I'm trying to get a feel for where he's at when he gaits and how that feels to my seat and underneath me, because when I can feel it when it's right, I can help set him up to do that correctly. He wants to break into a trot. He'll gait for a little bit and then he wants to trot. Now he's been off for a while and I just put him back to work a couple months ago very lightly. So I've literally only ridden him a handful of times since I put him back to work. We've been doing lots of groundwork. He needs a lot of confidence building. So two things that make him nervous: contact with my reins. Well, I need contact with my reins to ask him to gait correctly. That's required for me to kind of lift the front end and help him position himself so he's balanced and he's working off of his hind end instead of trailing it along behind him. It's really important for a gaited horse to be engaged here, and he has trouble with that. So I'm riding him so that I can get the best feel of what's happening with him when he gaits and when he falls out of that gait. So if you're struggling with finding a gait on your horse, I highly recommend getting in an enclosed area. Now my gate is open, we're not really enclosed here, but I'm just kind of riding him in my round pen here. The circular motion helps. Contrary to a lot of theories, I believe circling gaited horses is very beneficial for them. It helps them really strengthen their hind end. It helps them engage their core and use themselves in a balanced fashion, which is so important for any horse, whether they're gaited or not. So I ride my gaited horses over ground poles. I ride them in circles and we work on that. We do straight lines, of course, and there's a lot of fun to be had if you can hit a nice lick and just gait a horse down a straight line trail. I love that. But for his sake, he's got to learn to balance and he's got to learn to use his body correctly. And I've got to learn what cue and the level of pressure that is required with my legs and my seat and my reins to get that gait more consistently with this horse. So that's what we're working on. It's kind of fun. When he hits it, it's super smooth and I love it. It's a lot of fun. But he's trying for me really hard and I love that. He's also really quiet today and we've worked on some backing. Backing makes him really nervous. He's much better without a bit in his mouth, I've just found. When I don't have a bit in his mouth, it is a lot easier on him mentally. He doesn't get near as worried and stressed if he doesn't have a piece of iron in his mouth. So he may just be one of those that I end up riding bitless all the time because he's more comfortable that way. He's very light and he's very soft and doesn't require a lot anyway. Obviously, he's pretty easy in a rope halter. But that's Gus, and that's what we're working on right now. And well, we've been working on. And that's it for today. I'm Amy Riles with Honestly Horses, and thanks for watching. Until next time, happy trails.